And you are looking live once more at the Royale with Cheese Arena, formerly in Chicago, Illinois. I don't know where the hell it is now. It's theoretically everywhere and nowhere at the same time. It's kind of a Schrodinger's arena. But what is going to be happening here in space time is the finals of the Little Lewis League season that we've been watching for the past couple of months, and now things are starting to draw to the close, at least a beginning of the ending, as we wait for them to join. It will be the Albany Beavers tonight. They were in first place all the way through, and they made it to the finals effortlessly. Their opponent is the San Francisco Frogs, a very strong team, and this is a good matchup, and expect a great finals. We will be watching games 1 and 2 this evening, as games 3 and 4, I believe they take place on Monday. I thought these were Tuesday. I don't know why I thought it was Tuesday, but they're going to be on Monday. Never Lucky will be covering those, games 3 and 4. And then games 5, 6, and 7, if necessary, will be on this channel. And that will be next Thursday. This is Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. We're going to say it's Thursday. But anyway, good teams. A very solid series. It kind of got hastily assembled at the last minute, and it's progressed very well. We've seen some very good games. Seen a high level of quality of hockey. This is Hockey ? It is made by Cryptic Sea, at least this version. It is hockey?mark.com used to be the site. I don't know what the hell it is now. Or everything's kind of in flux. So it's we're just happy to be bringing you hockey at all, and on this channel at all, and streaming at all. So thank you if you dared to join us for this, or for the millions that are watching later on YouTube. It's the Albany Beavers. I believe they will be in red. That is Meat, Ghibli, PK, Tom DeLong, and Crab in a Tree. And I'm not sure who San Francisco is going to have tonight. Let's see, Kapanen, Gorf, Juice, Lush, and I assume Lewis Friend in goal. So, again, players that if you've watched this game before, you've seen these names, and you've seen them pop up in the middle of the screen when a goal is scored very often, because they are very often the people who score the goals, and that's kind of what led them here to the finals of this. And what's beyond this, I don't know, but I'm pretty excited about whatever the hell it is, and also very happy to be still bringing these to you after nearly a decade of hundreds of these. And we expect a very special display of cyber athleticism this evening from these two teams. And it looks like they're just waiting on everybody to say, well, are you ready? Well, yeah, we're ready. Are you ready? Yeah, I think so. And so the lineups appear set, and we're a few seconds away from getting this thing going. And so, yeah, just a couple of games tonight. And we'll kind of leave everything in suspense for the rest of the way. As we are about to drop the puck and make it happen. Surely, right? Okay, now it's working. Okay. And here we go. Gorf with the puck through the neutral zone. A pass will settle in the back. They're going to keep it in play here, at least momentarily. Crab in a Tree will briefly take control of the puck, but it's still kind of in contention there against the boards. And so it's early on, so both teams just trying to look for an advantage. There was a pretty good one there as Juice got a hold of the puck. Managed to get the shot off, but it was blocked. And now this one blocked with some authority as it travels up into the unknown. And eventually it's going to land. It really is. Sometimes it takes a while, but here it is. Yeah, I don't have the fancy roof or fancy no roof that we did have. This is how the game looks just basically. There's a shot that will go just wide as it goes past PK. He will have to make the stop on this rebound attempt. And so they'll dish it across and try to make a move towards the other end at the 3-minute mark coming up. Here's Ghibli, pass across. Oh, he almost had a chance, but it is denied. Long pass to Lush. Can he pick this up? The entire team was converging on him there, so not able to do a lot with the puck, and both teams looking very conservative on defense, at least to start it off. You want to set the tempo here in a game one. So no scores yet, but not for lack of trying, as a couple of good looks at the net from both teams. And they're trying to set something up that gives them a much more definitive look. Also, I see a little bit of lag. I don't know if they're seeing it as well. Because that is one problem that does plague the game. There's no interpolation or anything like that, so you're pretty much at your own peril in terms of how well you ping to the server and how good your latency is. And we've seen that be a factor in some games, but hopefully not tonight. Hopefully everybody's at least able to keep a solid connection. The puck is knocked down there, as they will dig it out of the zone. But again, hard to get much movement from either team here in this first period. A lot of activity in the neutral zone, and just a lot of work on defense to secure the puck. And trying to get one pushed forward there. Crab with the shot. It will go wide. And now this one traveling towards the net at high speed. PK makes the save. And now Meat. Of course, one of the great players. We expect to see a goal or two from Meat usually in any game he plays. So that's one player that they will be looking at closely. But yeah, these teams are pretty stacked. You know, you say, okay, well, this is the star player, that's the star player, and you try to devote so much attention to them that some of these other guys can also sneak up on you. And here's one there, crabbing a tree, shoots it just wide again as he goes for the backhand. 30 seconds remain in the first period, and Captain may have a chance here with a backhand shot and score! 72 kilometers, it tells us. And Lush with the assist. And so that'll put San Francisco on the board first. 1-0 is your score as we head towards the end of the first. That's the kind of opportunity that all this work sets up. You're pushing back and forth, and you're just trying to get it right there across the blue line, right in a good spot where you can take your shot and place it well, and they do, and that's the difference so far as we head to the second period. We appreciate you watching, the millions of viewers around the world, and thousands later on YouTube. This is this is what you get when you're watching a Twitch partner. It's the high quality of production and attention to detail. I mean, that's really what it's all about. I mean, with this kind of viewership, you just really want to dig deep, and really, it's easy because these guys are so good. This game is so difficult, and yet they're all just making it seem like just a fun pickup game, on the rink on a pond somewhere. But no, it's deadly serious, I assure you. As the puck moving across, I don't know what's going on there, but they are keeping things in play there in the back. And they keep chopping it towards the net. Not anywhere close to the net, but very nearby, enough to be concerning. And so finally, a dislodged puck will go behind Lewis Friend and the net entirely. So now picked up. Oh, he's got a little bit of room, Ghibli. But again, you see how closely they're shadowing each other on defense. And just not even much room to even get the shot off. It's going to be one of those kind of games where just the step or two can make a huge difference. We have certainly seen our share of those in Hockey Question Mark. And at the 3-minute mark now, here's Kapanen driving through. He's got another chance here, and this one lifted with the wrister just over the net. And the rebound and save by PK as he knocks this one away. The legendary goaltender. Well, both these goalies are pretty good, though. I mean, if you're in the finals, you are by definition, pretty good at this game. I mean, you have to be. We've spent years talking about the evolution of the goal position here in North America. Look at that one, right up the stick and out. Lewis Friend. And so now, with the puck heading in the opposite direction, it is Ghibli once again, as he will back past this one to meet. Now across, Tom DeLong will pick it up, but it is pushed back out. So 2 minutes remain in the second period. And one would have thought this would be a higher scoring game at this point. Although that could change at any moment. That's the nature of this kind of game, this kind of competition, these kind of players. There's a long shot that will travel harmlessly over the crossbar and out. So it's never a bad idea to launch one from distance, especially when everything's so clogged up right now and you can't really get a lot of traction and motion to work your way around people. You might as well just let one fly. And sometimes they can go at an angle that might drop in some weird way and fool the goaltender. And so that's often a decent strategy to employ. Now under a minute in the second, and the Kapanen goal is still the only one. San Francisco with the lead, hanging on. Albany was so strong. I'm trying to remember if we saw some losses from them. We might have seen one or two, but and there's a chance there, and not quite. 34 seconds now, and grabbing a tree. Well, shoot and score with 7 kilometers. And Ghibli on the assist. Yeah, that's one that just got kind of caught up in traffic and then rolled straight on through. But it ties it up at 1 as we near the end of the second period. And so things get a little bit more interesting. 12 seconds now. Here is Loosh, as he's just trying to shield the puck and keep possession. It will go all the way back to Lewis Friend to end the second and go into the third with a tie game. So the next goal is going to be very important, especially when it's been such a low scoring game already. I mean, you never know. Sometimes it might be, 8-6. Sometimes it might be, 2-1. That's part of the entertainment of the game, and indeed part of the reason that we watch it. And we wait while we watch for the puck to land. It does. Oh, and sometimes those have a little extra momentum on them. So you can get a little bit of English on the puck with the extra physics from a big shot like that just flies up in the air. But this one a little bit more under control, and so with a minute elapsed, a long shot is taken. Actually, I think I'm just dumping it in. And so now trying to pick it up is Tom DeLong, trying to get across to Meat. And he's got it. But again, he is surrounded. So they get a shot on of a sort. It doesn't go anywhere. And so now trying to hold it in at the blue line. As here is Captain and Crab battling for the puck. As this will be chipped around to Juice. He's going long to Loosh. The drop pass back is stolen. And Ghibli will go ahead and launch one. Lewis Friend has to get the stick on it. So that does count as a save. Put it in the stats. But yeah, still tied at 1. And we managed to draw an offside on this one, which, we talked about it. And offside doesn't seem to be as much of a slow thing to add. It seems to work pretty well. We wondered if it would, and but the teams have gotten pretty accustomed to it. It doesn't seem to affect the run of play in any heavily significant manner. But here's Meat trying to affect play in a significant manner, as he does. As he pass around, they're trying to hold it there at the point. And they do get it back. It is Meat. We watch a little razzle dazzle, but he's stood up there. The puck is shot wide. And somehow he gets it back again. It's like magic. Oh, but just loses it right off the tip. And this will be poked out of danger, at least for the moment. PK is going to go ahead and launch it. And time continues to tick down. He shot wide. Looks like it got across the crease. Oh, and Meat somehow gets it in. As Lewis Friend made the initial stop. That's another one of those that just had a little extra on it. And yeah, that's we always talk about that. It's one difference between regular hockey and this kind of hockey is that you can't stop the play as a goalie. You can't just swallow it up. You can't just put it in your glove and go for the whistle. I mean, it's a live puck. So that means every rebound, every ricochet, you can't control it. You just have to contain it as best you can. And so if you can get a hard shot in, then at least you'll at least slow it down a little bit, but then maybe have enough to make the difference. And in this case, it did. 2-1 right now. But 28 seconds remain in regulation. Still a chance to flip this around. Oh, but Albany on the steal. He almost had it, but very alert on defense. They got back and stopped that. 6 seconds, 5. Oh, the chance. But this will be cleared away and out of danger. And that's going to do it for game one. Albany will win it 2-1 as we go into the second game of a 7-game series. So we're only playing 2 of those games tonight. And then there'll be 2 on Monday. And then if San Francisco has to win 1 game at least tonight or on Monday, or else it's done. Otherwise, we'll be here Thursday to cover the finals. But you can't call them out yet. They just they're just 1 game behind, and it was very close too. They jumped out to an early lead. They kept the scoring low, which for this series you would think that is going to favor San Francisco. If it's more of a low scoring affair, they've got a better chance at stealing a victory here, because Albany is a little bit more offensive minded. And we'll see what kind of difference that makes in game 2. Will they change anything up, or are they going pretty much with how they were? The lineups are all the same, except we've got Cook in the net now, replacing PK. But otherwise, looks like the same lineups as game 1. And a nice move by Meat. And he will get this shot. Oh, and a save there. Lewis Friend, the puck at his feet. So they will flip it around, reload, and fire it back in again. Here is Kapanen to Lush. And he will just push it along to Gorf. But this one cleared away. And that one, a dangerous track towards the net, but enough bodies in front of it to slow it down and keep it out of danger. And so now the long pass, Gorf picks it up at the face-off circle, sends it around. Yes, this is Lewis League. It is the finals, game 2 of Lewis League. Albany, they are in red, and they won the first of the 2 games scheduled this evening. This is the second. And so far, no score, as we're about halfway through the first period. The pass goes across to Meat. And he's looking, but just good defensive play by Gorf to keep it out of his hands and keep it out of his zone as they go ahead and dump this out. Kapanen with the steal, but it is picked back up and moved forward. Tom DeLong will shoot it just wide. And so now Juice will slide this along. Mead on the steal gets past one, now two, now three, not four. They finally get to him. As he was working his way through most of the team, and here's one of those physics bounces. It has a little extra on it, and it travels towards the net. Tom DeLong will pick it up before it gets too crazy. It's still a little frisky as it travels around the boards like all the way around. As we near a minute left in the first period. Here's Juice, long shot. As Cook will watch this go wide. Lewis Friend will stay in the net for this. Kaplan sends it back around to Juice. He's looking up the ice to make a play. He'll just try it himself. And 1 minute left to play in the first, still no score. Big pass across, nobody quite there, so he'll pick it back up himself, but Lush instead will take the puck. As he gets it across the point, fires, save made, Cook. And rejected, held back in, offside called. A good shot, a better save, and still no score here in the early going of this second game. Oh, but the long shot, and Cook, again, very alertly, makes the stop. It's a couple of good opportunities there. The goalie comes up big. And so the first period will end scoreless. Who'd have thunk it? But yeah, very interesting so far. Both of these teams capable of prodigious amounts of offense. And usually we see a few more goals in this, but both teams, I mean, the defense has been tremendous for both sides. They're really putting on a show here in the finals. And as a result, it's been pretty low scoring. First game was 2-1. Yes, as Albany took the win. And so there just really hasn't been much room for the offense of either team to do a whole lot. Somebody is quick to get on them as soon as they receive the puck. And so you see there, it just kind of bees like that. But here's Lush. He will get the shot. Cook does make the save. And so they'll try to turn this around on a counterattack since I've got everybody moving in that direction. Long shot coming in. Save made, Lewis Friend. Or actually, I think that might have bounced off the crossbar. But again, it's a save, right? You're keeping the stats for this. Might as well count it as a save. It didn't go in, therefore it is a save. That's the winning mentality of a goaltender. Now a good opportunity, kind of went behind him there. Looking for a crazy backhand shot, just couldn't get the angle on it. And so we're down to 3 minutes in the second period. Still, no seed has found its purchase here in this game. Working it around is Juice, now to Captain, anchoring it at the point as he will circle around, tries to fire it through. So got a couple of people heading towards the puck, but it will be Tom DeLong who gets to it. And Kaplan stops the counterattack there. And so now a bit of a tussle in the neutral zone. Tom DeLong's going to come away with it. Shot save, Louis Friend. And now rebounding, firing through with the backhand, does not go. A flurry of activity all of a sudden in front of the net. Now going back the other way. Here is Lush. As he taps this down, Juice has got a chance. He shoots it, and it is blocked slightly enough to jar that wide. And so we go under 2 minutes. Still no score in this game, too. Very tightly played affair. Of course, we expect a high quality of esports and cyber athleticism every night. You know, that's the only thing we really promise on this channel. And this being a finals just kind of amps that up a little bit more. It exacerbates that. But both teams looking for a good opportunity, for any opportunity, as we take it down under a minute of the second. This San Francisco team, very strong. They don't want to go down 2-0 in this series. So they are giving it everything they've got, as they will carry it to the point now. But it is shaken loose. And so Cook is going to have to retrieve this. It's the long pass going, and still just a bit of a brouhaha, a tussle, a rhubarb in the neutral zone. A struggle session, if you will. But that is going to do it as we head to the third. You know, we always say that the third period is the most important period of a hockey game. You know, you've heard me do that bit before, yes. But I think it's safe to say in this case that this particular third period is very important. Something's got to give. And this is a crucial defining point of a 7-game series. And so it is crucial to try to get that point for both of these teams. Either way, a lot of it's fun to watch, and it's fun to do these streams. And we've got a whole lot more coming up in this year to come. You know, if they were like, is the game dead? No, this is the game's more alive than it's ever been. And it's going to be. This is just a symptom of it. But yeah, there's a lot to be excited about if you like this game, if you like first-person hockey. And if you're wagering at home, it's hard to say who you should put your money on, because again, very crisp on defense. Is very effortless, and you know, there's a lot of effort to it. There's a lot of effort that goes into making it look effortless, but yeah, just a swell performance. Oh, and Louis Friend has to knock down a puck that was threatening to do something crazy. Wouldn't it be funny if it was something like that made the difference in this game? Just some wild puck out of nowhere. Because with the way these goalies are playing, you almost have to, because both teams have gotten decent looks at the net. They've gotten some pretty good shots off. They've gotten some deceiving looking shots but the goaltending has been up to the task, and so this long attempt will be tapped down with the high stick. 2:25 remaining. Crab in a tree has a chance. Across the faceoff circle, fires, save, Lewis Friend. And the puck is cleared around and out. Yeah, so we've got spectators in the chat. They haven't told them the rules. There's a shot and a save. Cook again. And they're chasing one through the middle there. They had a good opportunity, a good chance. 1:35 now. So time is of the essence. And we'll see if regulation time is enough to determine a winner in this second game of the evening. As we said earlier, Albany won the first, but only barely. It was a close game. And San Francisco trying to even things up here in this game too, and not go down 2-0. But there's a minute left. And now they've got a steal and meet with the crazy wraparound. It looked like he was going to try to set somebody up in the slot. It looked like, and everybody thought that. I thought that. But Meat had other plans, and those other plans lead to a 1-0 lead. Oh, there's a rocket shot. A dangerous one there. And now this one snuck across. And 28 seconds. They've got to hustle to get something done here. As all of a sudden, it's a little bit more intense. Down by 1. 16 seconds left. Is there going to be enough time to retrieve this puck? Set up a play. 10 seconds. Got to get it going. Juice now across. Stolen. This is a good chance to put it away. And they will just finish it off clockwise. And the GGs come out and put it in stone. Albany wins the second of 2 games this evening. And so thus they go up 2-0 in a 7-game series. So we'll have to see how it goes on Monday. If you're around, you can watch Never Lucky. We'll be covering that. And sometimes it's just one team's night. So it could be San Francisco's night on Monday, and then they win 2. And then it sets us up for a 3-game series to determine it all on next Thursday. But we won't know that until these other games are played. But for now, that was these are 2 really good teams, and their defense is incredible. They kept the scoring to the barest minimum. That's good goaltending too that factors in. But yeah, it's there's just not a lot of room out there, as one would expect in the finals. And then it comes down to who can get something done in those in that crunch time, when it really matters. And tonight, Meat was that player. And that was the difference. As Albany goes into the Monday with a big lead. And so thank you for watching it with us. And we'll be here Thursday if if indeed San Francisco makes a comeback, which they are certainly very capable of. And that'll be good because we'll get more hockey. But either way, we're going to get more hockey because things are going to be happening with the game, and we'll be telling you more about it. Just can't say much about everything yet. Everybody wants to know, and it's like, well, I can't really say anything yet. But I can tell you that things are happening, and so thank you for being part of it. And we'll keep you informed on what's going on. It's all pretty cool. That much I can tell you. So from me, I'm Winners with the One. I don't think I even said that this evening. Yeah, it's so self-promotional. Uh, Winners with the One, you can watch this stuff on IBN Casting on YouTube. If you type in IBN Casting on YouTube, there will be this game. You can watch the whole season. Hell, some of them I didn't even comment on, and they're getting just as much views as the ones where I sit here and talk all this shit. So, in the end, does it really matter? I don't know. But fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. So, yeah, follow us at IBN Casting and Winners with the One on Twitter. And follow this channel. We're on the road to 500 followers. That's the goal for this year. We'll get to 500 followers. If we even give a shit about Twitch anymore. Does anybody? I don't know that we have any reason to. I mean, it's how do the kids say? It just kind of sucks balls right now. So, but we'll see, right? We'll see. I'm optimistic about the future, and I hope that you are too. But thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll see you Thursday if necessary. And we certainly hope that it is. It's never unnecessary, But we appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Good night.